Hi, my name's Heidi Connolly, and I am an obituary writer. You probably didn't know there was such a thing. Well, I really didn't think about it most of my life either. And then I read a novel a couple years ago by Anne Hood called The Obituary Writer. And it's about a woman in the 1920s who loses her lover in the earthquake in San Francisco. And her loss is extremely painful. And she discovers that by helping other people, by interviewing them, getting to know their loved ones through their stories of their relationships, and helping them write an obituary for the newspaper, which at that time was the only way to notify people of a death, that she began to process her own grief and loss. Now, this book made a big impression on me, and it's not surprising, really, since my own husband died in 2012, and I was faced with the prospect of writing his obituary, which I had refused to think about. He had plenty of time as he was dying to think about it, and I had plenty of time, but I didn't do it. I didn't want to think about it. And I pulled out the obituary I wrote for him just the other day, and I realized that even now, I spoke from my heart and I said everything that I needed to say. But that's not the case for most people. We don't know what to say, and we don't know how to say it. In our society, death and dying is almost taboo to talk about. But lately, it's become less so. We're talking about end-of-life transitioning. We have things like Irene Weinberg's Grief and Rebirth podcast. We have Karen Wyatt's End of Life University podcast. We have lots of people talking about near-death experiences. We have so many ways to engage in the subject that is not anxiety-producing nor fear-inducing. And when it comes to writing an obituary, it's the same thing. I've helped people write obituaries knowing that their death could be years away, but they wanted to say what they wanted to say. They want their message for their loved ones to be in their own words, with their stories, what they achieved in their lives, who meant the most to them, what they remember about growing up. I have found that helping people do that is one of the greatest blessings of my life. So my new website, theobitwriter.net, is where you can go to sign up for a class, what I call Living Legacy Workshops. And you can learn in a very short period of time how to put an obituary together, a eulogy, or you can hire me to write one for you. Either way, I think the powerful relief that comes from the freedom of having expressed yourself in a way that feels so right cannot be overstated. It's a beautiful thing, and I would love to help you do it. So, theobitwriter.net is the place to go. And my other website, HeidiConnolly.com, is there for you as well to learn more about my books and mediumship services and guided music offerings. I thank you all for being here with me today, and I hope I'll hear from you soon.